You could do it, Uncle Tony.
All right.
You got to put a violence label up. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Warning, this show may contain Disney content. It may offend all universal people.
And if you're not very foreign fam, don't do it. Don't even listen.
You know what? I'm going to have Jay. I think I'm going to have Jay record a warning like that.
Oh my God, it'd be hilarious. That would be funny as all get out.
Yeah.
Are we online? We live?
Yep.
I haven't seen notifications. I usually kind of.
Yeah, it takes a second. Ding. There we go.
All right, everybody. Welcome. So glad that you guys are here. We're going to start the show off in just a few moments, but obviously you see that we have the lovely ladies from Destinations to Travel here, so we'll introduce them officially on the show. It's great to see Jennifer Bates is with us.
I know.
What, you're here?
Hello. Wait. What?
Did she go back home today?
No, she's still here. Yeah. She's,
awesome.
Hello from the line of Seven Dwarfs. That's what we like.
That's
Oh
so
my God.
cool. Jealous.
That's a good friend right there. I feel so bad. I was able to hang out with her this weekend.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right. So we're going to be talking Disney travel, and then we've got some news. So that'll be fun. We'll one of these days we should figure out how to get these two, Tony, to read some news stories. That'd be good. We could take a nap.
Oh, you're definitely going to need a warning then. You're the warning.
Warning, these two people are doing a podcast for the first time.
Yeah, those of you who are listening, we Disney Plus put a warning label out on the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm like, duh, it's Marvel. There's violence. Anywho, but I gotta let that go. You ready to do the show?
I'm ready.
All right. In today, I could care less. You're fine. In today's show, we've got news about the new look in the works for Main Street Confectionery. Disneyland reopens. Disneyland Resort is bringing a multi-year expansion. I'm assuming that the next word would be. We got headline news, meetup trivia, and we've got two amazing guests joining us. All that and more in today's Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. So glad that you were here. We're going to be getting to our special guest here in just a second. But I did want to let you know about a couple things. One, if you have not caught the new show that we're doing with Walt Disney, former Walt Disney Imagineer Brian Collins, you really need to check it out. We had a great show last month. Each and every month, Brian's going to be joining us and talking about some of the most beloved attractions from around the world of Disney, including like Jungle Cruise, World Showcase, The Great Movie Ride, and so many more. We're going to be recording a new show tomorrow, so probably in the next week. So next week we'll have a brand new show with Brian. What's the name of the show, Tony? What are we calling it?
Oh, gosh. You put me on the spot.
Imagineering the Magic.
Imagineering the Magic. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Imagineering the Magic. We got a whole new logo and all that good stuff. It's going to be great.
Music is coming.
Music's coming. So check that out. That's going to be great. We love that we've partnered with Brian, or I should say Brian's partnered with us. He is a wealth of knowledge. He's got a ton of stories. So that's going to be exciting. And then secondly, before I introduce our guests, I want to tell you a little bit about where they're from. They are two of the amazing travel planners from Destinations to Travel. If you're planning on doing any travel as things start opening up this year or starting to plan for next year, you definitely want to talk to our friends from Destinations to Travel. We've partnered with them. It's been an amazing partnership. We have friends who are also providing some blog posts, giving some of their knowledge through our blog. But if you're planning on doing any kind of travel, you want to definitely talk to our friends at Destinations to Travel. Now, Normally, I would say you fill out the short form over at DisneyParksPodcast.com/travel. But for this show, I want to let our friends introduce themselves. And that way, if you would like to get in touch with them, then you can reach out to them directly, which I'm sure they could probably stand to have a few more leads in the pipeline. Am I right, ladies?
Always more room for leads.
So let's see. I
I've
don't
got
remember.
bills to pay.
I think we started last time first with Heidi. Why don't we go ahead and start? Christy, why don't we start with you? Why don't you introduce yourself? Let everybody know how to get in touch with you. What part of the world are you from? And all that good stuff.
Awesome. Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm Christy, obviously, from Destinations to Travel. My email is christygroovy@d2travel.com. Not groovy. It's groovy. It's not nearly as sexy as groovy. Grube. I live in North Carolina. We've been here for probably about 16 years. Originally from Maryland. Lived in New York for about 10 years. So I'm an East Coaster, obviously.
Yeah.
But drop me a line. Love to help you out. Disney is why I got into this. Why I got into travel, because Disney travel is my passion, my obsession. I'm a Disney dork. What can I say?
Sweet.
That's why I'm here.
Awesome. Heidi, how about you?
Heyo, I'm Heidi Estep. My email address, HeidiEstep@d2travel.com, is a great way to get in touch with me. Goodness, I've been doing this for just over a year and change. And I'm from Pennsylvania, originally from Virginia. And Disney is my thing. Like, it's just kind of live, breathe. Everything is Disney for me. And, don't apologize for it. We just love it, right?
That's right.
So,
Never apologize.
Yeah.
no,
Never
no,
apologize. Yeah, and we appreciate you guys so much coming on as often as you do. And I got to say, you could tell every time you guys come on, you're like hitting it, and you're awesome. And we love having you here. We enjoy having you on every time, and we just want to say thank you. Did I miss something?
I'm verklempt.
To
Talk amongst yourselves.
talk about okay, don't cry. Okay. So make sure that you reach out to these folks. They're giving their time to us to help you guys. So if you're going to try to book some planning for vacation, reach out to these two lovely ladies. They will help you out. And for those of you who are like, well, I like to plan my own travel, that's great. They will help you to whatever degree that you want, because they will also help you find ways to save money, time, and mainly frustration. And it's so much better to have them helping you, working with you, than if you decide not to and go it alone, and then you get into trouble. You're only going to be able to talk to so many people at Disney, but these folks can really help you out. So that's what I would like to encourage you to do. Trust me, I've been on the receipt of that.
To prove our point, they're going to talk about 3 offers that you may not know about.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, so Uncle Tony, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, so I know there's the 3 current. There's probably more than 3, but let's talk about at least these 3. One was called Spring into Magic, save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney resorts. So what is that offer all about? Anybody?
It is book now, right now, through May 27th.
Ooh, so it is now.
Yeah. TikTok, peeps. TikTok.
I know.
It's for most nights, April 18th through July 10th. And you can save up to 30%. I mean, those room percentage promotions, we don't see all the time. It's a pretty sweet deal. So you're staying deluxe,
right?
Up to 30% off. That's, some of those percentages can be the difference between room tiers. You always wanted to stay moderate. You always wanted to stay deluxe.
Right.
Having a percentage off can kind of be the leveling of the playing field a bit for somebody who maybe wanted to try a different category of resort this time around. So it's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah. And these are for stays up until July, right?
July 10th.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So, get in that summer vacation trip.
Yeah, so book now, and then you can stay anytime between now and July 10th, so that's good.
Right. Yeah.
The next one on the list is the get 2 extra days added to your ticket on select 4-night, 3-day room and ticket packages. That makes
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
So you get 2 extra days on your ticket if you stay 4 nights and 3 days with a room and ticket package. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I get that.
Yeah.
So what are some of the details on that?
Well, I can tell you, I can speak from
Sure.
experience. I just had guests go last week, and originally they had planned to just spend just a few days in the parks. They weren't going to be there I think they were going to be there for 5 nights, and they originally weren't going to worry about going to the parks the day that they arrived and the day that they left. And it worked out for them that they were actually able to save some money by taking advantage of the deal. And they were able to get the extra park days as well. So when they arrived early on their arrival day, they were able to go right to the parks. And then their departure day, they actually were flying out super late. And so they enjoyed the parks again the day that they left. So it was super convenient for them. And I mean, they saved money and were able to do more time at the parks. I think that's a win.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that sounds good.
So.
Laura is asking in the chat if these are Walt Disney World or Disneyland. I think these are just Walt Disney World offers, the ones we're talking about. I don't think Disneyland has anything going right now because they're technically not open.
Right. Hopefully soon, though.
Yeah.
Let's roll out some promos. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the last one is, I thought, an interesting one. This is Stay Under the Stars in the Magic and save 20% on campsites this spring. So what is Disney trying to tell us to do? Ditch the hotel and get a camper?
Well, I mean, think about there's probably still some people that are maybe still a little afraid to travel and maybe a little creeped out by the resorts, which they shouldn't be. The cleaning is fantastic. They're all over it.
Right.
But say you've got, this swanky RV or you've got, this amazing tent, maybe, I don't know. But here, you don't have to be right on top of people. You don't have to rely on mousekeeping to do your sanitizing. You could save up to 20% on a campsite, and that goes through from April 11th, so coming up on that, through May 27th. So before it gets stupid hot, go camping.
Yeah. Yep. There are a couple places here in Orlando that will actually bring an RV to your campsite, set it all up, and then walk away. And do
they clean it up afterwards?
Yeah,
like the potty stuff?
Then they they'll come in, haul it away. I think
cool.
It includes some chairs. It includes, I think, a carpeting, like for outdoor area.
You can also rent a golf cart.
Yep, you can rent a golf cart.
But the campsites are cool. Yeah. I mean, they've got restaurants over there. They've got a shop. I mean, it's not like you're out in the middle of nowhere. It's still Disney. It's a pretty sweet area.
You're a boat ride away. Boat ride away from the kingdom.
Yeah.
Not
and from what I heard, if you are staying in a tent without your own facility, I've heard the restrooms and shower areas are immaculate. So if you have a thing about a clean bathroom and shower,
it's glamping.
Yeah. This is not KOA campgrounds.
That's right. No. Oh, now you've offended somebody at KOA campground.
I'm sure I have. That's
Cue the warning.
Yep. So here's the offer I'm going to make everybody out there. If you book a trip with one of these two ladies, Christy or Heidi, and you book it and you actually execute the trip, I'm not just saying book it and then cancel it, book it and actually go. I have I think it's a 4-piece set of Disney luggage that I will send you. So, call one of them or email them, tell them it was Disney Parks Podcast. And if I, hear that you did that and then you executed your trip, we'll send you luggage. How's that?
Awesome.
That's right.
So,
nice. Oh, my daughter's excited about that.
We're gonna sweeten the deal. Sweeten the deal.
That's right. So. And that luggage is graciously provided by Destinations to Travel too. So thanks to them. Wow. Yep. So when do you see? Have you heard any rumblings? When do you see Disneyland actually starting to open up some of the resorts?
The rumors that we've been hearing is that we should start to be able to book. Rumor that we should start to be able to book hopefully, like in the next week or so.
Yeah.
Hopefully, or at least, we're just looking at a couple of weeks. It's just a matter of kind of fine tuning everything over there. But
Right.
what we're hearing is it's imminent, which is such a relief.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
the California is going to open first, right? And
End of
then
April.
Disneyland
Yeah.
Hotel will follow afterwards.
Yeah. Don't you love when they give the at a later date?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
And for me, I think the Disneyland Hotel is a lot nicer than. I mean, the Grand Floridian is nice, but I like the Disneyland because it was the OG. There's a bunch of reminiscence, memory things. There's a whole Disneyland Mickey Mouse memory wall in there.
Just all nostalgic.
Yeah, so very nostalgic. I like the monorail pool. I'm a monorail fanatic, so I like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things at the Disneyland Hotel that I did like. I did like the bar at the California. I was known to fall asleep after a cocktail after an expo, after being in an expo for 18 hours.
He was in the comfy chair and he was out like a light.
Oh, you guys
Right, on intervention.
talk amongst yourselves. I was sleeping.
Drink himself to sleep. He had like half of a cocktail and was in a super comfy chair, and we were at D23, and we're all just sitting there talking, and next thing we know, we hear.
Oh no!
Yeah, hey, so I know you guys can't see the chat room, but I did want to share this because this is pretty cool. Christina Caustic Smith.
Yep. She writes for the blog.
Yep, you guys are amazing.
Yep.
And then Stephanie Schreffler said, love working with Heidi and hoping to book another trip soon. So there you
Stephanie.
go. Stephanie, you should book a trip right now.
Get some luggage, lady.
Get some luggage. And it's like Disney luggage. It's like Mickey and Minnie, like Mickey Mouse luggage. I mean, it's not like Mickey Mouse
You
luggage.
can poke some holes and take Heidi with you.
Yes.
That's right.
I like that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, so want to do a couple pieces of the news, and then we can maybe answer some questions at the end.
Sure. Yeah. So get everybody in the chat room. Post your questions if you have travel questions.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be about the specials we talked about. But if you just have general travel questions, you have two amazing travel planners here that are willing to answer your questions. So go ahead and drop them in the chat room when we get towards the end of the show. We'll ask them. Do you ladies, have you heard the show enough to know what the, get into the news? Have you heard about this? Do you know what we're talking about? Okay, so
way to put us on the spot,
we have a transition. And your line is the news. Okay, you ready? Okay. We're gonna try this live. I'll probably edit all this part out, but. All right, so we've had some questions answered, and we're looking for some questions from the chat room. So, Tony, there's nothing else we can do but get into
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
It's a four-way newsarama.
Newsarama. Anyway, we've got a new look in the works for the Main Street Confectionery at the Magic Kingdom. That's why Disney is delighted to share that this iconic location will soon receive a fresh new look, an expanded layout with more room to shop and interactive opportunities to customize your confections like never before. So to bring these concepts to life, both Main Street Confectionery and the Chapeau will close for refurbishment later on this month. Along with that, some of the merchandise and goodies will be shifting to other spots in the park. But don't worry, you still have the opportunity of options to satisfy your sweet tooth once work to transform the location kicks off. on March 29th. So I guess that's today as we're recording this. Many of the treats from Main Street Confectionery will be available at the Emporium and Main Street Cinema during the closure, and have no worries about where to find your favorite Disney hats, including the must-have Mickey Mouse ears. Those will be just across the street at the Box Office Gifts at the Town Square Theater. So finally, if you're looking for collectibles and artwork, Bonjour Village Gifts will be the new go-to spot. I guess that's back next to Be Our Guest and Gaston's, right?
I think so.
The Bonjour Village restaurant. It's French, and that's the only place it would be. Anyway, so that's the new go-to spot for the artwork. So should be sure to keep an eye out on the enhancements and more in the coming months. So that's exciting. We're getting expanded confectionery, and we're losing the hat place, but we can still get them now. So that's great.
Yeah. If you didn't pay attention to the internet last week, Disneyland announced an expansion. They're not open, but they're expanding. So on March 25th, Disneyland Resort filed an application with the city of Anaheim to begin the process of updating their existing development approvals to start and lay the groundwork for future development and expansion in the decades to follow. These updated approvals will allow for future flexibility and the opportunity for more integrated experiences to be built and located throughout the Disneyland Resort property. Although the Disneyland Resort currently has the development approvals to build additional theme park attractions, hotel rooms, entertainment, retail, dining, shopping, and parking, our existing development approvals severely limit the ways in which we can expand and locate offerings. That is why they launched the website DisneylandForward.com, which is a multi-year public planning effort with the city of Anaheim to update development approvals that meet the current and future demands in entertainment. With these updated approvals, Disneyland Resort will continue to be an industry leader in bringing the first of a kind offerings to Anaheim, which in turn will create thousands of new jobs and help support Anaheim funding for important services such as fire, police, and public schools. While there are no specific plans to share at this time, they did kind of share some stuff. Go check the website out. The possibilities for the future are nearly endless. Other Disney theme parks around the world are introducing new magic like Zootopia, currently under construction at Shanghai Disneyland, Tangled, and Frozen-themed lands at Tokyo Disney Seas. With more flexibility in planning, projects like these could be serve as inspiration as Disney Imagineers dream up what's possible for the Disneyland Resort. It is important to know that the Disneyland Resort is not seeking any public funding in the effort and is not seeking to develop any additional square footage or hotel rooms beyond what is already allowed. We will be working with the city and community to update existing approvals to allow for the future integration, immersive experiences, and appropriately built throughout Disney property. So
it's a non-expanding expansion?
It is expanding because if you go look at the maps that they have, there are areas that they want to expand to, and they're showing you like what is currently there and what the future spaces are, like where parking garages might be, where parks expansions might be. So it's kind of a little misleading if you look at these maps that they have laid out on the website. So DisneylandForward.com is the site. If you live in or around the Anaheim area, you can become a community person to help Disneyland get the word out, have community meetings and things like that. So they are really trying to make this a community effort. You know, we had a Patreon show. You know, we think they're struggling with the current Anaheim board. So this is kind of their way of just reaching out to the community and saying, hey, listen, you know, this is what we want to do. and this is how you can help us do it. So
Nice.
we'll see. Yeah, it'll be very interesting how this all
Besides-
plays out in the future.
Yeah, people don't need to park at Disneyland.
Yeah, yeah,
Just bust them
right. Uber in.
Uber in.
Yep.
Uber ride sharing. That's
Yeah.
not picking up.
Yep. Exactly.
And this is a story that you ladies might be able to help us out with. The Disneyland theme park ticket update.
Mm.
I love Disneyland. I hate reading news stories from Disneyland because it's crazy. Unused, non-promotional, single-day tickets will expire on December 30th of 2021 or March 31st of 2022 will have the expiration date extended to December 30th of 2022. Wholly unused, non-promotional, multi-day tickets that expire on January 12th, 2022 or April 13th, 2022 will have the expiration date extended to January 12th of 2023, and the ticket will expire 13 days after the first use or on January 12th, 2023, whichever occurs first.
Do I need a lawyer for this?
Well, yeah.
Well, hang on, we're not done yet.
I need
Guess-
a map, like a vision.
Yeah.
Guess with multiple ticket. Okay, no. Guess with multi-day tickets. Guess with multi-day tickets who used their first visit between February 28th, 2020 and March 13th, 2020, but did not reach their ticket's maximum number of uses, will have the 13-day expiration period for their ticket extended to December 30th of 2022. Expiration dates on eligible tickets will be updated prior to the theme park's reopening.
Okay.
So I think, and Christy, Heidi, correct me if I'm wrong, if you went to Disneyland prior to the pandemic and you had a multi-day ticket and you did not use all the multi-day tickets, you didn't use all your tickets, they're extending the time in which you can use them. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Why didn't they just say that? Here, go to the
Because a
website.
lawyer said there were too many loopholes in that statement.
Right.
You
Yeah.
could drive a truck through that statement, John.
Just come on in.
Yeah.
We're expanding.
Yeah.
So I will say this: if you have unused park tickets, depending on if they're multi-day or whatever day type tickets you have, or you only use partial, or you only used one day or whatever, check with Disneyland.
Yeah. Do you
Check with
guys have
Disneyland.
the ability to check the validity of a ticket? Like if I had a
It would be a phone call. That would be a phone
Right.
call
Yeah,
with the ticket
okay.
number
Yeah,
information.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something that we can just,
go online,
like in my Disney experience
Yeah.
for Disney World, we can pull that stuff up and see what expiration dates
all
are.
right.
But for Disneyland, it's a phone call, but
Yeah. Okay.
that's what we live for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't they build
Yeah.
a system, a travel agent system, for you to just put in the numbers and at least find out the expiration date for the customer?
Oh, for sure.
It would make
Well, I mean, it
sense.
would save a lot of headache on the Disney end, I would think.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I'll say this just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Please don't call these two amazing travel planners or any destination travel just to check your park ticket availability. But if you want to book your travel, call these people.
Yes.
And then we'll bundle
And-
those tickets
And then
in.
ask them about your ticket.
Yes.
Right.
'Cause I know that there's some schmuck out there going, well, I'll see my tickets. Okay. Buddy, hey, I heard you on that Disney Parks podcast. I want to check my ticket date availability. Do you have
Said
a
you'd like to make
plan?
Oh,
Yeah. Do you have a vacation plan? Hell no. I was just calling to check my ticket prices. Are we still good? No, please don't do that, folks. But if you're planning a vacation or already have one booked, call away.
Right.
Yes. Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good disclaimer.
Right.
Yes,
Thank
you for that.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the travel industry for a few years, and I bumped into a couple of those issues, and I'm like, oh God, why did we say that?
No.
Yeah, because we were doing something similar to this, and the travel planner who had her phone number on the screen said, "Yeah, I could check those tickets for you. Just give me a call." Well, she was not expecting people to follow up with her on that, and they called.
Wow.
And they were just literally, she's like, "I would love to help you, but if you're not booking travel, call Disneyland or call Disney yourself."
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So, anyway, go ahead, T. I'm sorry.
Yep. No, it's good. It's good. Hopefully, this is the last time we have to talk about this, but Disney revealed the Florida license plate, and now they actually put out a picture of what it's going to look like. So that was cool. At least I could see what my new license plate is going to look like. So this is the world's most magical celebration, which they're talking about the 50th, which begins on October 1st. And if you live in Florida, you can get now a Disney license plate. I think that is the first time in forever they've done that. And Disney made this design iridescent. That's the word they're using for the 50th. Which is a castle logo on a majestic royal blue background, very much like the colors they're using to redo the entrance signs. So that blue and that iridescent is what is going to be on the license plate. So this will be what they're calling a magical plate. I don't know what magic it's going to perform. Is it currently available for pre-sale and will help make even more dreams come true, with 100% of the proceeds benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation. So none of the money is going to Disney or the state of Florida or the county. It's all going to Make-A-Wish. And the Northern Florida is working on granting wishes for children and life-threatening medical conditions. Now, if you are interested, you have to purchase a pre-sale voucher. It's only $25 for this plate, which, if you come from New Jersey, that's cheap. Applicable state admission fees exclusively through their local county tax collector. So you have to go to your local county tax collector in your county, wherever you live, in the entire state. If you want more information, you can visit your local tax collector's website. Like here in Orange County, it's octaxcol.com/specialty-license-plate-voucher. Trust me, if you just go to the Orange County site, you'll get to it.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Now, here's the trick. They need a minimum of 3,000 crazy Disney fans to do this in order to make these license plates. So, if you're interested, get the pre-voucher, because if you don't get the pre-voucher, it's not going to happen. So they have to have 3,000 of these pre-vouchers in order to make the plate. So I
can't imagine that would be tough. No? I mean, isn't that...
I
would think
you
that
could
would be
throw a rock and hit
super
3,000 Disney fans, right?
Right.
Yep.
You gotta think it would be easy.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
That seems like a low number to me.
It seems extremely low. When I saw it, it was like 3,000. That in the whole state.
Nothing. Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
If you want more information about the 50th, besides asking these two fine ladies or emailing them, you can go to disneyworld.com/50. So they made that website actually easy to get to.
Earn it.
Nice.
Yeah. There's no .go, .com, .gov.
Yeah, that's really different. I mean, that's way different for most Disney stuff. So that's cool. Are you? I'm thinking about getting one. I know you're going to get one, right?
I have mine already. I have my voucher.
What's to think about?
What's the think about? I don't know.
Yeah. I have to think about getting it personalized.
What about the children?
Yeah. What about the children, John?
Whatever. You're helping the children and you're advertising for Disney for free.
Well, not really. It's just a castle. It could be anybody's castle. It doesn't have to be a Disney castle.
It's your castle. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Fine. All right. I'll get no peer pressure or anything, kids. Oh, you thought you were going to have peer pressure when you grew out of childhood? Nope. Anyway.
Get the plate. Get the plate. Get the plate. Get the plate.
Go ahead, eat that apple. It's fine. Anyway,
You want the license plate, John. Get the license plate.
Okay, Satan, I'll do it. All right. So, earlier this evening, Tony and I recorded our Patreon shows that you can only hear on our Patreon page. This is over at DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon. If you're a patron, you get up to 3 shows extra a week. Plus, there's a really cool way that if you're donating however much money to support the show, you get some kickbacks. You get some rewards from us. And if you like the Disney By the Numbers T-shirt Club, there's a way that you can support the show, get all 3 episodes that you can't hear anywhere else, and get a Disney By the Numbers T-shirt Club sent directly to your door each month. You don't have to do anything. Done. And now Patreon allows us to offer a pay annually and save 10% on top of that. And then to sweeten the deal even more, we're throwing in luggage. No.
And expert perkins.
If you sign up or if you level up, meaning if you go from $5 to $10, we're going to send you a hand embroidered Pixar hat. It's a custom hat that we had made. So we're going to send you one of those, and it's awesome. It's a great way if you like the show and you're looking for some more content. If you're going to the gym or commuting, whatever it is you're doing now that we're commuting again, Disney Parks Podcast over on Patreon is a great way to get some more content. We love and we're so appreciative of our patrons because of what they do. That allows us to do really cool things like something that Tony's going to be talking about in a little bit. Plus, we've got some other events that we're wanting to do that helps us with that. So please, if you like what we're doing, go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon, sign up to be a Patreon, and get all of that great content, all the rewards, and maybe even a really cool Disney t-shirt and a Pixar hat. So check us out.
Yeah, sounds good.
Go ahead.
So Meetups. May 29th, we're going to an AMC theater. It's going to be limited to 20 people. It's on us. We're going to pick maybe a Disney movie. Hopefully they got something playing in May. And it'll be on us. So join us for that. More details of how to reserve your spot coming soon as we get the movie picked. And then August 7th, we're going to Ravello, which is at the Four Seasons, for a character breakfast. That's Goofy and Pals, so it's Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy. It is excellent food and excellent character experience. Well, it's as good as it can get during a pandemic. Let's say that. Yeah. And then December 11th, we are doing our monorail crawl. That's the Christmas crawl. We now dubbed it, and we'll go around to all the deluxe resorts and drink and look at Christmas trees. So come and join us for that. So plan your trips around that if you can.
Yeah, you guys should come do that. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Watch Tony fall asleep at all the deluxe bars.
No.
Sign me up. I'm there.
That was good.
I do have to drive myself home, so. All right, so trivia. Last week we had some trivia, which was Bo Peep is a reoccurring character in all 3 Toy Story movies. True or false? Anybody? Bueller?
Well, the question is not correct, but the answer is false.
Yeah, correct.
Because there's 4 Toy Story movies,
Right.
and she was not in 3.
Right. Correct.
Ha!
You are a Disney fanatic, John?
No, I'm good friends with a Toy Story fanatic.
All right, so the winner was Phyllis. Phyllis, I just got your email with your address, so I'll put the little prize in the mail to you. This week's trivia question is this. Why is Charles Muntz living in South America? So this is from the movie Up, if you need to figure that out.
Up. I've got my Up shirt on.
It's a non-extradition country, and apparently he's done something that he thinks he's going to get extradited for.
Pretty close.
Good one.
Good guess.
If you think you know the right answer or want to just send in John's answer, send it to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. All right.
It's a little dark for a Disney movie, but hey, you never know.
That's a tough movie.
Yeah.
Before we go, in the next one, there's a question about the license plates that I'd like to go ahead and answer. Steven was asking what characters do they have on the license plate? None.
Yeah.
It's a castle. That's
Castle.
it. You know,
Yeah.
you get to choose
And
your
apparently
character.
anyone's castle, according
It
to
could
Tony.
be
And it could
Anybody's.
be your castle. It could be
Yep.
Demi's castle, but it's just a castle. That's it. There's no characters.
Yeah. Think of it
Could-
like
could not-
Shanghai. It could be anybody's castle.
Yeah, that's true. Clouds, big fluffy clouds.
Blue.
All right.
I can't believe that
Yeah,
hasn't
we-
been a thing before. The whole license plate thing. How are you guys just now getting a Disney license plate?
I know.
Florida.
I
It's crazy.
asked when I moved down here. I'm like, what kind of Disney plays? And they're like, what? No, nothing, none.
That's nuts.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
I'm glad they're
I want
remedying
one.
that. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing it for the
Right.
50th. Yeah.
Man.
Okay, so oh god, I love when you give me these stories. Facial recognition technology is being tested at Walt Disney World.
Yay.
So, Walt Disney Resort, they're always looking for innovative and convenient ways to improve their guests' experience, especially as they navigate through the impact of COVID-19.
Mhm.
I don't know what that has to do with facial recognition, but okay. With the future in mind and the shift in focus to more touchless experiences, Disney is conducting a limited 30-day test using facial recognition technology. This technology that's being tested captures an image of a guest's face and converts it into a unique number, which is then associated with the form of admission being used to enter the park.
Is that like a sleep number?
Yes, mine is 5. Preparation.
John,
Any
it looks
rap-
like you have a 45 as a face.
I thought I'd at least have a 9 mil. Anyway, so participation in the test is optional for now. For those interested in volunteering to participate, make sure that you arrive to the theme park with valid theme park admission and a Disney Park Pass reservation. Here's what you can expect. Step one.
Bring your face.
You can bring your face. You enter the facial recognition technology test lane. Is that
I
like
am
test
wearing a
track?
mask, though, right? So am I?
Yes.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
wearing a mask.
Yeah, mask
When you're
stays
ready,
on.
when you're ready to enter the park, simply enter the lane designated for the test program. Step 2, remove accessories, but keep your face covered at all times. Please take off any hats, visors, sunglasses, anything that would obscure your lovely visage before you
Like a
approach
face mask?
No, face mask stays on.
How dare you? Are you trying to keep the entire set down?
Hey, I love face masks.
Before you approach the facial recognition test zone, your face covering must remain on at all times. Step 3. Now, this might sound crazy, but face the camera.
No. Really? That's fascinating stuff.
Anyway, where is it at? Anyway, so once the facial recognition test, once you're in the facial recognition test zone, stand facing the camera and then position your valid park admission or magic band close to the scanner, and that activates the technology.
We are never getting into the parks again. I can't even get my finger to do it on the finger thing. I'm dead.
No, well, we got something to say about that. Hang on just a second. The technology will capture an image, and then will be converted into a unique number that is associated to your valid ticket media. You're all set. That sounds so quick and easy. Yeah. Yes. If you return to the Magic Kingdom Park during our limited test time, consider entering the same designated entry points. Re-entering through the same lane helps us better understand how the technology works. You mean to tell me that you're doing all this and you don't understand how the technology works?
No, that's why they're testing it.
No, yes. They have to know how the technology works, or else they wouldn't be in a position where they could be testing it. How to better understand it. You mean to tell me they haven't been testing this for years?
Wow.
Dude, 10 years ago, I was watching Person of Interest. Don't talk to me about facial recognition.
Listen, they've been capturing your face since 9/11. Yes. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But the weird thing that I saw was that the camera was pretty tall. I would probably say it like 5'5", 5'7". You had to be
tall.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's not going to take my picture. It's going to shoot over my head.
I'm going to need a boost.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, what about kids? Because no kid is going to get to that camera height. And then what about like people in wheelchairs and, all that kind of stuff? I said, so I'm thinking this is just a test, but they're going to have stations where they're going to have lower ones. So, kids right. And, you're shaking your head no?
No, the field of vision on those cameras is much wider than you think.
You think it's going to shoot down and get my face?
Well, look at the cameras we're using. Look at the cameras we're using right now.
Mm-hmm.
If they set the top of the camera to 6.5 feet, which is roughly the average height of a normal human being, and then the top of my desk is 2.5 feet. So from here to here,
mm-hmm.
most people are going to fit into that.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be testing little kids anyway, because they don't have to be. They don't have to have all that stuff. They can't. So no, I think that the field of vision on those cameras is so wide. It might be very skinny,
mm-hmm.
but the field of vision is so wide it'll catch all that. Yeah. Or the camera head simply go and move to where your face is.
Start scanning for a body.
Yeah, which would be great.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll
have to see.
What could go wrong? Nothing. Trust us.
No. We're professional.
Yeah. I really want to one day just send a letter to Disney and go, can you send me a copy of all the information you have about me? Not the emails and letters that I write, just the other data that you have about me.
How many churros have I consumed?
Yeah. I know what I've written you. I just want to know what you have about me.
They'll probably tell you that it's not it's their information. You're not able to access that information.
I would argue that my information is my information. My face is my face.
Yeah, such as it is. I'm not a fan of any of this. I struggle with the biometric thing, but it's just the way that we're going in society, and I don't I can't live out in the field and be a hermit. I got to go ride my roller coaster. So
well, you saw the woman that took the Magic Band chip and put it in her hand, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there was a woman that took the chip part of the Magic Band and buried it underneath her skin.
Ew!
So that she only had to tap her wrist or her hand against the Magic Band reader.
Because that was a better option than just wearing the Magic Band?
The cute Magic Band? Come on.
I want to know what she was going to do once the battery went dead.
I know.
And that's why there is now a warning on the box for the Magic Band saying, this is
Got to be
meant for-
implanted.
Don't implant
external-
in your skin.
Yeah.
Do not
Yeah.
swallow or implant. It's just,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait, that
Things you
would be
never thought you'd
good.
have to say.
Nope.
Maybe you could swallow it, and then you could just put your belly button up against it.
Well, at least for a couple hours.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? I need to belly bump the Magic Band.
Oh Lord.
I need to belly
It
bump
had to
the
be
Magic
said.
Band holder. Yeah.
Hang on. How to get this out? Hang on. We're trying to do it. Oh God. We're
need another
tracking
chili
Mr.
dog.
Tony. We're tracking Mr. Tony Casanova. Can you tell me where he is right now? Well, right now he's in the sewer system somehow. How's he in the
Oh no.
He must have expelled his Magic Band.
He must have been a corn dog. Oh God. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's the world we live in, kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, are we going on to the next thing?
Yeah.
How about a little headline news?
And now, the headline news.
Oh,
So
right.
for those of you,
Go.
for those of you who've never been with us, and for our friends from Destination to Travel, we just popped through the headlines. This is a quick little recap of some of the headlines coming out from Disney. We want to let you know, but we didn't want to go into too far. So hit him with it. Hit it with it, T.
The Rainbow Connection, the song, Muppet song, was honored by the National Recording Registry of the Library of Congress.
Did it have a warning label too?
Yes. This song will make you green.
That's right.
Our friends over at Box Lunch now has a brand new collection of Mickey's Runaway Railway everything. Backpacks, shirts, lanyards, coffee cups, everything Runaway. I'm like, why isn't this not in the Disney parks? But I don't know.
Crazy.
They gave it all to Box Lunch, and that's where it sits right now. Copper Creek increased their sold-out prices. So they've been creeping up the price over at Boulder Creek DVC. Just went up another $5 a point. So I'm thinking if you want a DVC, you should start getting one, because I have a feeling once this pandemic starts to go on the downside, Disney's going to really start raising their prices and take advantage. So I would do it now.
Yep.
Disney announced that the Disney Magic is resuming sailing this summer. I don't know about that yet. This summer out of ports in England. And we don't mean New England. We mean the other England, across the pond, England.
Yes. You know
So-
who's not going to be on those ships?
What?
You know who's not going to be sailing on those ships?
U.S. citizens.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, her too.
Oh.
So I guess if they are going out of England, I guess it could happen during the summer, because our CDC said no, not until the fall. So
Right.
that is possible. We kind of spoke about this. They put up some new photos about the new LED lighting at the Chinese theater over at the studios. If you get a chance, head over to the blog and take a look at those. They really did a great job lighting that up, and the LED lighting really makes that place pop. I have a feeling, my suspicion is it's going to get painted, because now the LED lighting brings out all the old paint. So I have a feeling it'll get painted by the 50th.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And then I think you guys can help us with this one. So CLIA is asking the CDC to lift the conditional sale order. Now the CLIA is the travel agent certification or license part.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So I think the CDC is still saying October, or they're calling it fall, and we don't know what that means, right? Fall. I know.
Sometimes I've heard others say November too.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I know our governor is pissed because he needs and wants port money back
Yeah,
in the state.
well, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, these poor cruise lines are
it's
dying out there.
Yeah, it's a whole revenue stream that is not being used right now. And when we say port, we're not talking the wine. We're talking the place where ships go.
So glad you clarified.
Yes. If you are an Animal Kingdom fan, it is Earth Month, and they have a bunch of special events. I highly suggest that you head over to Disney Parks blog or Disney World website. They have a list of some of the upcoming events that are happening there. So go check those out. There are new sensors now at the People Mover, and I didn't get any more information of like what they're sensing, but there are new sensors, and cast members are being retrained. So apparently this is the new delay of why the People Mover is not open. And it's been down a year. Probably one of the longest rehabs for that simple attraction with electric magnets. But anyway.
Probably need fire sensors. This is what happens when we catch on fire.
Yeah. I've been evac'd off of that. Has anybody else been evac'd off of that?
Yep.
Yeah. I think everybody's got a story about that. And this is a good one. Go to DisneyCareers.com. They are hiring a principal firework designer.
I saw.
So
cool.
Anybody got their Boom Boom license?
Sarah does.
Tell her to go look. Tell her to go look. Now, I'm hoping that this is stuff for the 50th that they need a new designer. Maybe Harmonious, something at the Magic Kingdom, something for the 50th event, some kind of fireworks, please.
Keep dreaming, buddy.
Something Boom Boom in the sky, please.
Something.
Hire somebody, get this going, please, so that we can get fireworks back.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
It's got to be a pretty good paying job, I would assume, right? You have to be licensed in the state, right?
Yeah, you have to blow stuff up. You gotta make some bucks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting that they're hiring a fireworks designer. I mean, didn't they have one prior to the pandemic, or did they let him go?
They probably let that person go. Yeah. And that person went somewhere else and said, "Well, I'm not coming back."
Yeah, I'm at Universal. I'm getting paid actual money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got Mario Land to blow up now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly. Every night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Twice on Fridays.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So is that it? I'm sorry, I came off that page.
Yeah, that's
so I could
it.
see it. All right. So let's talk about some of the questions we have. We had a ton of questions, but if you're in the chat room, we will answer some questions. There is one question. Raphael was wondering if there are any new attractions coming in any of the theme parks. A couple. Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratatouille, and Epcot. We don't have anything happening. Yeah, Tron and Magic Kingdom. We don't have anything going to Hollywood Studios, right? Animal Kingdom doesn't have anything. We know we got the Marvel Avengers Campus and Mickey's Runaway Railway in Disneyland, California Adventure.
Yep.
I think that's it for the main ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got October 1st for Ratatouille. We finally got a date for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Goodness.
Yeah, October 1st.
Well,
that's cool.
new fiscal year. Time to make the money come in.
That's right.
Make it rain money.
Boom, boom. And you got to pay the fireworks guy.
Exactly.
Yes, there you go.
Exactly.
There you go. A lot of comments about the facial recognition stuff. I don't think a lot of people are really super excited by that. You know, I understand that we're trying not to touch stuff and we're trying to make things more touch free, but that's not going to last forever unless it is. But you know, I would rather, you know, touch something, you know, do a little squirt of the sanitation sauce, clean my hands off there for them to scan my face and turn me into a number. I feel like Tron.
I don't want to you, I mean, I opted out of the biometric finger thing a long time ago. I didn't have to scan mine. You go to guest relations and you say, I don't want to touch that filthy little petri dish of thing.
Yeah.
And
That was pre-COVID too.
yeah. So I'm thinking you might be able to opt out of the facial recognition too. I think they took my picture, if I remember correctly. They took my picture at guest relations, which probably is the thing that pops up on the iPad. You know, when I scans my ticket, it's ding. Oh, that's Mr. Calcinova. So I'm assuming, you may not want to do the facial recognition, but they're going to probably want to take a picture of you. And that's what they do at Disneyland. Everybody gets a picture taken at Disneyland, and it's a picture, not a number of your head. And it comes up on the turnstile where the cast member are. When you scan your thing, it goes bing. So, Disneyland has been doing pictures for a long time. This is just, they're calling it facial recognition, but they're not really keeping your face. They're just giving your face a number.
Cruise lines have been doing it for years, too. I don't see what the big deal is.
True.
Take a picture, Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start shutting everything down. So, Heidi, why don't you tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if they would like to book a vacation? It doesn't necessarily have to be Disney, but primarily Disney. How do people get in touch with you?
Just email me at Heidi Estep, HEIDIESTEP at d2travel.com. I'll get right back to you.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Christy, how people get in touch with you?
Pretty much the same thing. Christy Gruby at d2travel.com. CHRISTIEGRUBE at d2travel.com. And for either one of us, if you just go to the Destinations to Travel website, you can go to our team page and find us there too, if that's easier.
Yep.
That's right.
Face.
Yep.
And again,
see,
we
your
cannot
face
thank
is your passport.
Oh, see, there you go. Ladies, we sincerely can't thank you enough for coming on and sharing your knowledge and spending time with us and having some fun. I love when you guys are on. It's fun. I get tired of talking to Tony. He gets tired of talking to me. It just makes for a more enjoyable show. Right, Tony? Right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So guys, again, we want to make sure that you come find us over at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all at Disney Parks Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon. You can sign up and get all sorts of cool rewards there. Make sure, if you'd like to see all of our blog archives and show archives, you can go to DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can see all sorts of great friends that you can get all sorts of like Magic Band covers and some cool things around there. You can also get in touch with our friends over at Destinations to Travel. And like we always say, if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.